Hail and well met friends, Andang here for the first episode of our amazing Helm's Deep playthrough. We are getting ready to start the next expansion for Lord of the Rings Online. It is launch day here on the edge of Rohan.
No word from Aedoras that your exile is lifted.
I'm sorry, but I have received no word from Edoras that your exile has been lifted. You must remain on the eastern bank of the Eastwash, even though you could probably swim across at any other point except for this one bridge, until I have received such a word. Now look, see that goat that just went by? Yes, he's allowed to go, but you are not, even though there's like 20 of you here, and you could probably overpower me. But instead you must go back to that silly cave in Wildermore, and you must deal with it. Yes, that's right. You're not even going to have a chance because I'm the evil bridge. Okay, so he's not really evil, guys. Anyway, let's head up to Wildermore. I'm so excited to go back to the zone that we just left. Oh, fantastic. But I really am excited about the launch of Helm's Deep. It actually got delayed 2 days because the host provider of Turbine servers actually had an issue. They lost power. I guess one report I saw was like 60% of Boston was actually without power, and that's actually where the host servers for LOTRO are. And so yeah, a huge issue. Set back the release date for 2 days. Luckily, it was nothing like the delay last launch. That was a 1 month delay, but I didn't expect that when I heard it announced. I assumed that it was all ready to go. But it was still, you know, a little disconcerting. You never really know what might actually be happening. So anyway, we are making our way very slowly up to Wildermore. And let's see here. I'm gonna pop that once I get closer to some XP things. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I already fixed my LIs, and just so you guys know, I am traded in red line, and I did put some points into yellow and blue. So let's go ahead and continue along through this this city. I remember this city. Let's go up and around. Yeah, that's the type of walking city. I remember that one pretty well. Alright. Come on. There's a lot of lag right now because it is launch day after all. And so there's all those people trying to download large files that are Helm's Deep. So that kind of creates a bit of an issue. And you can tell that the server is definitely lagging here. But no matter, we shall make it to Wildermore nonetheless. I actually probably have a port to Forlaw. Let's see how close I am to Wildermore. Yeah, I'm almost there. Might as well just keep riding. Alright, so I'm sure a lot of you already made your way into Helm's Deep. Go ahead and leave in the comments below what you are most excited to see with Helm's Deep, what you did first with Helm's Deep, and what you're most excited for me to see without giving away spoilers. So maybe like the book and chapter or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm super excited to be getting into the newest expansion for LOTRO. It's probably the most anticipated expansion since Moria, because it actually has class changes that are totally changing the way that some classes play. Not all, but some classes are being totally changed. There's also the new epic battle system that's completely different, not to mention the fact that it is Helm's Deep in one of the biggest lore areas in Middle Earth. Alright, and we just crossed over into Wildermore. And my guess is the reason we're going back here is just to prevent lag. That's usually their main goal, is to try to drive players into as many different parts of the world as they possibly can. And I have to say, returning to Wildermore, I haven't been here since I finished the series that I was doing, It is fantastic to see this zone again. I love the design here. It is a very well crafted zone. Alright. Already getting more lag. Okay. We shall make it up to Northern Wildermore in no time. For I am a champion of Eridor. Alright, and I do love the pre-order horse skin. And the shield was actually a fantastic item. I don't remember if I've actually talked about it outside of LOTRO Players News. But the shield actually stacks with your other leveling item, and it's just really fantastic. Oh, hey, I can replace my other item with a pocketable one if I have one. Alright, the Elder Wood. Luckily those black screens aren't lasting too long. I am down to 30 frames per second right now, so there's some serious server lag on the side of LOTRO, but again, it is launch day. After a complete server crash. Oh goodness, but I'm glad. Starting book 11, I was surprised that volume 3 was actually going this long, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And they actually did confirm that there will be one more book after Helm's Deep to tie everything up. So we're not quite to the end of volume 3 yet even, so it's going to be exciting. I think they'll make it have 14 books, I believe, which is quite a bit, almost even with the volume 1. So we shall see if these books make it as good as volume 1. I hope so, because the volume 1 storyline is probably my favorite storyline in LOTRO. Volume 2 was alright. It wasn't on the same level I never thought. Maybe that's just because you realized how much you were actually expecting at that point, because Volume 1 came at a complete... like, it just gets epic really quickly, and it turns into a surprise factor almost. Alright, we are nearly to the cave to return to talk with Nona and some others probably. Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. And I have to say, it's nice to see all the players logging in on Landerville. It's been a long time since we've seen a high player count in a single area, and it's exciting to see them return. Alright. Yes, there you are. Oh, there's a line. There's a line to talk. Okay, let's get in line. Hey, you cut in line, buddy. Okay.
I have decided what I must do.
Thank you for coming to listen, my friend. I have put some thought into what we encountered in Wildermore, and I must confess, it troubles me. The folk here are on the road to recovery, as are the survivors Nona rescued from Briar. But the forces of Saruman attacked this land with much greater strength than I expected they could muster. How much might could Saruman raise to strike at the heart of Rohan, if spared a creature such as Nerzim to deal with Wildermore? Imagine what evils he might unleash upon Edoras. I've decided what I must do, Andang. My king commands me not to cross the Entwash, and I am honor-bound to obey him. And yet, I cannot remain silent. I must convince Theoden, king, to march against Saruman before the wizard's plans bear fruit. If it costs me my honor as a man of Rohan, so be it. I will defy the word of my king, if doing so will save one innocent. I will accept whatever justice the king deems appropriate, but he must be told what we witnessed in Wildermore. He must be warned, even if it means my life. I have told Nona my decision, and she sees the need of it. She will go to Forlaw with the survivors of Briar, and we will meet again once this is through. Speak now to Cordane and Glirwine. You betcha you're going to talk to me. And I hate that, old man. I heard that. Get back in your box, old man. Oh, all right. And see what they think of my plan. That was a little distracting, old man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your video. Well, it's not really ruined. I mean, you kind of are a fan favorite. Oh, really? I had no idea. Oh, that makes me feel so special. But first, you gotta talk to the stupid elf.
Horn plans
I'm
to
not
defy
stupid,
the word of his king.
old man. Horn plans to defy the word of his king? That could not have been an easy decision for him to make. But I understand what has driven our friend to make it. Horn may be imprisoned, or worse, but if his tidings can break the king's revere, it might be the only action that can save the people of Rohan from their enemies. The survivors of Brightor are now well enough to travel. Nona and I will bring them to the city of Forlaw, while Horn brings his message to the king. And we will rejoin him when we can. I think it would be unwise, since I am a wise elf after all. It would be very unwise, actually, to enter the court of Theoden in the company of a Dunlending girl, even one proven so true as Nona. And it is not she alone who will raise the hackles of the Rohirrim. An elf of Lothlorien would be as unwelcome. Am I not mistaken? All right, elf. Hello, Andang. Long time no see.
The king must hear what happened in Wildermore.
Glywine listens to your account of Horn's decision to defy the word of the king, and smiles. Horn can count me with him, Andang. I will return to Edoras in defiance of Theoden King, whom I serve without question, of course, but in all things save this, I believe it is right. I am not afraid of death. If the king orders it, I'll be the first to praise his justice, since I am a minstrel after all, and will surrender to his headsman without complaint. Mostly 'cause I'm an old man and kind of have a suicide wish, as you can tell by that paragraph. The king must hear of what happened in Wildermore. I'm certain he will listen when he hears what Horn has to say. All right. Let's do this thing! Yes, it is time. I, the champion of Eriador, with an old man and a banished Rohirrim, will do this thing.
One path remains a mystery to me.
I know now what the rest of us will do, but one path remains a mystery to me. One path. On what path will you walk, champion of Eriador? Will you come with me to Edoras? I do not ask you to defy Theoden King, my friend. I will understand if our paths must now separate. I would not blame you. That is, most like the way of wisdom. It is with my heart I make this choice for myself, but I would not presume to make it for you. My heart, by heart or by heart. His voice is casual, but you can tell from his eyes that worry lurks beneath the surface. With a comforting smile, you tell him that you would accompany him to Edoras, for the good of Rohan's people, though it be against the command of their king. Horn's relief is tangible and sudden. Andang, you are as great a fool as I am, and that old man, I still hear you. I know you do, old man, that's why I say it. I'm overjoyed to say it. 3 men and an elf, all returning to Edoras, against the command of the king. It's like old times once more. and in the company of a Dunland girl, would be too great an insult. We defy the king, but still seek to be polite. Is this madness, Andang? Maybe not. The two of us, and Glywine, should now travel to Hundbald. I'm from this place, and I don't even know how to pronounce it, but that's okay. Hundbald at the Entwade crossing. And tell him we are not to be turned away. So now we get to travel all the way back. I'm so excited. Alright, I think that is going to be the end of our first episode here. Thank you guys so much for starting to watch this next series, and thank you guys for watching all the other content that I have created. I hope you guys like my new video enders, and yeah, it's an exciting time on my channel, and there's all sorts of videos that still remain to come out. I've got all sorts of 1v1s with me and Thelros at various periods in the beta, and various balances of his lore master skill that lets him summon every single one of his pets. And so there should be some interesting videos coming there. There's also a lot more. There's a raid that went up earlier today of the epic battle system. There's also a 6-man. And then, of course, there are other videos coming, including battles with, there's 3 large creatures hidden throughout Western Rohan that those videos will be going up. And also, there is a few warband videos that will be coming. So a lot of stuff will be coming over the next few days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again in Rohan. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you real soon. PVMP and Dang. Subscribe.